everybody, and welcome to Reed's new look at our collectibles here. So I'm actually going to finally start doing these collectible reviews I've been wanting to do for a while. This will be the very first full review we haven't done a little bit here. I'm going to kind of do this in little areas too, and you'll see our little pieces as review them here in my new station here by the Spider-Girl and other comics collectible. And that's actually what I want to kick this all off with here. We're actually going to talk about the Marvel's Earth line X from the Spider-Girl limited edition Resin bus and Venom resin here, as well as the original exclusive Venom figure here that we had done here. So let's get into this, shall we? So the first thing we're going to actually talk about here is we're going to go here with the Earth X Spider-Girl limited edition Resin bus. This was released to. It was originally manufactured through Alex Ross in the Marvel X collection. This is the normal Spider-Girl Mayday Parker. As you can see, I'm probably one of the huge Spider-Girl fans out there. I have several things. I have every single issue, including a lot of limited edition collectibles and a few other ones here too. So believe it or not, when this came out way back when, it's hard to believe, Earth X is going on almost, oh, holy cow, almost 28 years since it first came out here. This is one I got ahead of things. So what's so great about this one right here is the fact is how it's done. It's very hand-painted resin. It's a mini bus. I really love these busts. I really had a lot of them. This one is considered number 2,786 out of 5,000 pieces. It says right here it's the number 2 in the Earth X series bus here. That's probably where we're going to go a little bit more with this one here in a few moments. But it's really good. This is a very late 90s Earth thing, and originally was designed through Alex Ross, and it really captured the inspiration for Mayday Parker. It really took little areas here too. This one's been on display for a little while. I mean, like I said, I've had this thing since the day it came out, and I bought it at a Wizard World convention many years ago in Chicago. So it's in fantastic condition. It was under the thing. I actually was one of those collectibles who did take it out of the box. Original box had its normal set and styrofoam here, and honestly, it's really great. It even has the old Marvel.com Dynamic Forces. This was through the Dynamic Forces back then too. So I've kind of always had this one out too. But it really took the classic Spider-Girl design as well as the Ben Reilly inspired costume. I mean, there really wasn't Moth here, and I'm not going to get into much of her too, about the areas too, considering this is really busts tend to be from the stomach up or chest up from the classic designs here too. But it's very simple sculpture. It's very effective. Takes all the different areas here on the pieces here. You can see that over in the little preview window about that on everything else too. And it's no red and black color scheme instead of the red and blue color scheme, as mostly people know did the classic Spider-Man colors with the spiderweb kind of blending in under the Ben Reilly costume and the Spider-Girl one here. It's still so unique. It's still very pretty after all these years. I mean, this is officially an 8 out of 10. I give it an 8 out of 10 is not only the simplicity of it and everything else, but there could have been some other things done with the design as well, too. But I mean, consider the dynamic forces at the time and when this was coming out, when these kind of collectibles were start going here, eBay was still early on. There was Amazon technically didn't exist here. A lot of people had to buy these at collection industries or their websites to really find them, or you had to go to conventions. But it's an 8 out of 5, and that's actually going to lead, I should say 8 out of this, but I'm going to go to this next one here, which is actually the main version of this here right now with, of course, the main Earth X Venom here. Because in the original storyline, the Venom symbiont goes to May Parker, actually bonds with her, but she actually takes full control over the symbiont. Something that was actually done years later in the main Spider-Girl comic where the symbiont actually and Spider-Girl bonded, and of course the relationship they had with it too. But very similar to, this is the main Venom Earth X bus, and as you can see, this is Series 3. This is not Series 2 or anything else here. This is Series 3 on that, but this is number 2,122 out of the 5,000 pieces of the resin. Same thing with the dynamic forces as it originally was designed on here. I just love the black body with the redness in here. This is what made it really, really unique all those years ago, especially for the design when they came up with this for Earth X. And if you compare the two, you can definitely see, I mean, it is basically the same sculpture going to her looking to the left versus if it was like one was to the right and one was to the left, kind of opposite. But it's the same resin mold, but the colors are more dim, and if you put your fingers on this, you can feel the details. I mean, not that they're not here too. I mean, if I put my fingers here, I can feel the webbing and everything else and the arms and everything, but if I feel like the spider legs here. Those are much different versions of this one, where these are almost on top of each other, and you can see the colors on this. Also, too, this one is a very simple bust, where this one had kind of like the bevel buff. This one is very similar to it, but the repaint makes it different without it making a really an exact copy, basically the same design with a, as they say, with a variant color and so forth. They're both unique and really nice. And I give this more of an 8.5 because I love the way the materials work out. You can see the difference in the two costumes between the spider emblems here. I mean, here in Spider-Girl, she has the main area, but if you turn the back over, you can see the difference in the spiders here as well, too. And like I said, if you look at my preview window, you'll see the difference in those designs. But I mean, these are really good. I just think this one came a little bit more high detail, even though they're the same mold. And they came out really, really nice, and I really like that on that piece. So it works really amazing on that. So this is an 8.5. I give this an 8.0, but this is Spider-Girl. I can't really argue with the designs or anything, so we're gonna go there. So for the last one here, we're gonna go with the ToyFare Exclusive. These were a specific exclusive, and I remember ordering this way back when I used to get ToyFare magazine and Wizard World back in the day, and this was about 1999 here. And as you can see, this has never left the box. It still even has the original tape on it. I have been a classic collector with this. A lot of people will take them out of the box, do displays and everything. I have never once taken this thing out of the box. It even has the original ToyFare 1989, the piece here, and it does have the does not give me the number on this too, but you can see right over here the old Marvel, Dynamic Forces, and Toy Biz and Wizard World magazine over here, which, like I said, no longer exists anymore. And this is version 3 from the 99 Area 2. Copyrights and all that. But I really like this. This is a very simple action figure. It's nothing too complicated here. I mean, it really is not. I mean, this is Resin as well. This was an early collectible in the main areas too. It's got right there Earth X Venom, ToyFare Exclusive on this. And if you really look at it, in the picture over there, we'll show you on here, there's a very simplicity to this. I mean, there's not really a lot of facial features with it or anything. It has the twist. This is posable. My old 90s Spider-Man cartoon, I had absolutely every single one of the action figures in post animated series in 99, 2003, where I was still buying all the exclusives and everything. I mean, I had all of them, including the alternate Spider Slayers piece too. But it's really new because it really kind of gives a nice, gives a more alien and mysterious feel versus why these have their definite area. Like this still feels like May Parker. Yes, this is May Parker as Venom and Earth X, but it still feels male. But this gives it more of an alien kind of eluding feel, which was referenced in the storyline originally by Peter Parker in the Earth X universe here, long before Universe X and Paradise X. But it really has a nice little air with the black and it's unopened, like I said, and this is where they kind of configure for these exclusives because ToyFare does not exist in what it did almost 27 years ago when these were coming out. So because I mean it's 2026 we're recording this episode, whether you're watching this now or 5 years here. So this really had a really exclusive piece on it. The fact is, it lacks those details, and it does look like the action figures of those era. And this is kind of the normal kind of size, kind of half-inch, I should say half to 8-inch, or just under an inch action figure that were very popular back then. As a collectible and a Spider-Girl fan, this was like a must-have for me in the collection. And for some completists, it is too. I mean, there's a lot of other Earth X stuff out there. But it really does work here. I mean, I really like it. I would like to get these more on displays and everything because usually they're right here in the cabinet. In fact, once I'm done, these will go back here and over here for my display cabinets here. As you can see, they're out, and these ones are actually out of the box here. And we all know I don't do that very much. I'm not one of those people that really take them out of the collectible boxes like they used to, even though collectibles not, because now you can undo the tape, take the action figures, play with all you want of them, put them back in there like they were never open, even though they technically were, and you can put them back on your shelves like so and just not care. These are from a definite different era style because once they were open, they were done. Can you put them back? And yes, but as I can say, both these boxes, like I bought this at Wizard World Convention. I found this actually being sold several years ago on eBay. Person was the same thing. He kept the original box, he had on display, kept it together, and he gave me the whole thing. I mean, both of these boxes, you can tell, are definitely 27 years old. Despite some some collected dust here, I'm going to clean these out before these go back in the display area. They have really maintained with light lifting 4 house moves in the last 3 decades, and other pieces. I mean, these have really held up, and I think these are fantastic pieces. If you're looking for them, you can sometimes find them at cheap prices or a convention, but they will usually set you back a good $30 to $40, depending on the condition of it. If it's unopened, you're looking at about $100 to be set back on this. So, but that's all I have to say about these. I love these. I have donated. My own son, who's 15, saying my wife has seen these, thinks these are incredible. I've had family and friends see these on display here in my curio cabinets, on shelves and stuff over the last 3 decades, and they are always shocked about how amazing they are, how old they are, and in fact how collectible they are. So these are really wonderful designs. They're not perfect 10s, mind you. They have their limitations, like I said, with the features and stuff here with the toy, and here where basically, yes, it is the same mold, just redone. This one just comes out a little bit more beveled and a lot more details on the skin and resin and the colors and everything, but these are not chipped. They did not faded despite being natural light and unnatural light. I cannot argue. So these are wonderful little pieces here. And if you have these, fantastic. If you're thinking about getting them, they are very great collectibles. They've held up for almost 30 years from the design studio, especially with the original creative team still alive after all these years too. So thank you for joining me here on the first collectibles here. Definitely give a like and subscribe and share this. I intend to be doing this much more often. In fact, I'll be jumping between my nice little Marvel action pieces as well as some of my other things, including especially the NECA line and other collectibles of the Last Ronin series, as I have the whole set, and I am about to receive the final collection of the Ghost Brothers here coming up in a future episode. So I'll go over those. You're also going to check out my shorts of earlier previous pieces too. Also, if you think about wanting to see some more stuff here, please add some comments below and share, and of course subscribe to the channel so you get the notification. And I thank you for joining me today on the very first one of Reed's Collectibles edition here, and I will talk to everybody later.